to our audio commentary coverage. This broadcast is not an official product of this competition.
Glorious Senegalese duo, Iliman Ndiaye and Idrissa Gana Gueye, straight back into the starting lineup, both of them. Ndiaye comes in for the long-term injured Jack Grealish, big blow for Everton that, and Idrissa Gana Gueye slots back into the midfield next to James Garner, who's just renewed his contract with the Toffees. Gueye coming in for Merlin Roll, who drops back to the bench. The changes for Leeds. Sebastian Bornau comes into the defence. We think that's going to push Justin back to the wing-back spots rather than in the three-man defensive unit where he was last weekend. And Okafor is out for the returning Stack, who comes into the midfield and pushes Aronson further up the pitch. Aronson and Calvert-Lewin, the attacking duo for Leeds, both in a fine vein of form in the last couple of months. Both of these teams scoring very important 1-0 victories last weekend. Leeds over Fulham and Everton over title hopefuls Aston Villa. Huge results for both teams, so unsurprising that neither of them make wholesale changes tonight. But understandable that Everton bring those Senegalese stars back into the team. We are close to kick-off here, but the sides are just going to observe a moment for recently passed Tommy Wright of Everton. Applause rings around the stadium. That true stadium sound that you are hearing on our unofficial broadcast of the Premier League here on Flash Score, but it is a full ground clapping the memory of Tommy Wright, and some legendary faces here to do so as well. Before we turn our focus back to tonight's proceedings, where Leeds look to complete their first double domestically over Everton in the Premier League era, having kicked off the campaign with a 1-0 victory against Everton at Elland Road back in August. Everton's James Garner is with the ball at the centre spot. Just going to have to allow Leeds to finish their quick huddle, and they make their way to the left of where I'm viewing the game from, and Everton will kick from my right as James Garner is about to get us kicked off here. Garner sends it all the way back to Jordan Pickford, who's come out of his box to receive this ball, and then lumps it long out to the right, looking for the head of Tiano Barry. It was won by a Leeds head, but only back to Idrissa Gana Gueye, who has then helped it on into the box, looking for Barry, and Bornau's had to put it out for an early Everton corner. It's come from the right-hand side. So he's going to take this one. No Keenan Dewsbury Hall still in the side for Everton. Harrison Armstrong, who has impressed coming into that 10 spot, the young Everton midfielder. It's a contender. Garner takes Tarkowski at the back post, headed down and then hooks clear into the channel where it's only Mikolenko who can pick this one up uncontested and launches it back into the box, looking for the run of Idrissa Gana Gueye at the right post. Just run beyond him and behind for a Leeds goal kick. It's a large Senegalese flag draped behind the goal that Everton are shooting at in this first half. Welcoming back their AFCON winning heroes. In such dramatic fashion too. Idrissa Gay had a part in that winning goal. It's a long ball that's won in the air by Tarkowski, but only nodded down to Grieve. And then he can't keep the ball for Leeds, so they've won it back, and now here goes James Justin down the left. Ampadu. Justin. Back to Strauch. Grieve. Under pressure goes back to Strauch once more. Born out. Sets it back to Carl Darlow. Keeps his place in goal. There's a run of games in favour of summer signing Perry of late. His long ball is cut out in the air by O'Brien. He's played most of his football at right back this season for Everton, but back in his favoured position with Michael Keane suspended and Jared Branthwaite still injured. And here goes Iliman Ndiaye on a really impressive run down the left. Eventually he's gone down. Not sure if there was a touch on the ball there or if he's been fouled. It's either going to be an Everton free kick or throw-in. Did go for a throw-in. Touch on the ball then by Bogle, says the referee. A chance for Mikalenko to send this into the box. How Everton have missed seeing Iliman Ndiaye glide with the ball, take opposition defenders like they're not there, especially with Jack Grealish now set for a spell out most of the season. In fact, Ndiaye is going to be so important. Mikalenko's throw launched to the penalty spot, headed away, drops to James Garner, who tries a volley. Awkward angle for him to get over it, and it's against the Leeds defender, but then kept alive for Everton. Mikalenko 1-2 with Armstrong. Cross, Barry's flick finishes over and wide. Not sure if there's a touch from a Leeds defender. It looks like that one was blocked, so another Everton corner to come, this time from the left-hand side, so a chance for James Garner to put in an in-swinger. Arm goes up from James Garner. He delivers to the edge of the 6-yard box. Header loops into the air, and then Dwight McNeil tries the bicycle kick, miscues it. It's cleared. Headed back. Tarkowski, Barry. Tarkowski again. Armstrong can't quite bring that one down. Ampadu comes away with the ball. Justin. Back to Darlow. Now. Long ball for Calvert-Lewin. It bounced awkwardly for him. He's done well to work it around the corner for Bogle, but then Bogle apparently has fouled Mikalenko. Looked a soft one that, given by the linesman who was right in front of it though. Free kick taken early by Everton, trying to set Barry away. Cleared, but then collected by Garner. Garner to Mikalenko. Back to O'Brien. Pickford. Long kick looking for Barry. Bornell's let it bounce and then wasn't sure where it was, but it's run through to Darlow before Barry could react. Clear out to Rodon. Back to his keeper, Darlow kicks first time. O'Brien surely fouled Calvert-Lewin there. Leeds collect the ball back in any case, so play on. Ampadu. Justin on the left. Has to come inside. Ampadu. Now off on the run is Strauch. On his left is Aronson. Back to Strauch. I'm not sure if that's a shot or a cross, but it's over the bar. Let's go. Strauch getting well involved there. Feeds it out to Aronson, who's got round him wide on the left, comes into the box, sets it back to Strauch, and I think he is. Back to Strauch. Born out. Rodon. To Bogle. Into the middle. For Aronson. He's lost it, but then Armstrong's through ball cut out. Now down the left go Leeds. Everton win it again though. Gay for Njai. Quite central, plays it to his left for Mikalenko. Now inside for Garner. Out to Mikalenko once more. Neil has come central to give an option. Oh, it's a lovely pass by Garner to Mikalenko, but he can't quite sort his feet out. He's just slipped over the ball there. Oh, he should have been in there, Mikalenko. Leeds get away with one. Darlow. Hook forward for Aronson. He's done well to get that under control. Mikalenko just able to force him back, though, to Rodon. Ampadu. Strauch. Ball now. The three centre-halves, the only Leeds players in their own half as they are pressed. Oh, here's a ball forward for Calvert-Lewin! Oh, saved by Pickford. Everton defence looked for a flag that didn't go up. That was a big chance for Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Returning to his old club for the first time. Oh, what a story that would have been. I'm not in a position to hear the reception that Dominic Calvert-Lewin would have got back at Everton. I'd expect it to be positive. He's only left due to the ending of his contract. Some good years to this club. Wouldn't be so happy to see him score there and put Leeds 1-0 up inside 10 minutes though. Here's a long ball forward for Calvert-Lewin. One in the air by Tarkowski, sent back to Pickford, who's furious he's had to come out of his box to beat Bogle to that ball. And he's managed to work it to McNeil, now Tarkowski. Patterson, back to Pickford. Pickford brings it out of his box and then sends it left to Mikalenko. Into the feet of Njai. It's just turned inside away from Bogle. And gives it to McNeil. Patterson. McNeil back to Jusagana Gay. Njai through for Barry. Oh, and his touch just got away from him, and Darlow was able to come out and get to the ball before the Everton striker gets shot away. Goes out to Strauch. Now Barry tasked with closing down here. Back to Darlow. Long kick. Looking for Calvert-Lewin. One in the air by O'Brien again, but then the seconds from Stack for Aronson, who's got it away from Patterson here. Still going Aronson. Sliding tackle by Patterson in the box, and it's really well done actually by Patterson, but the flag has gone up, it looks like, against Aronson there, so not going to matter. Just having another look at that Calvert-Lewin chance. Really clever flick by Aronson. Calvert-Lewin reacts to spin away from Tarkowski. O'Brien, though, I think just does enough to get his body in the way. Puts Calvert-Lewin into a scenario where he can't get a good shot away. He can only sort of poke it at the onrushing Pickford. Fast start here, 10 minutes gone, and Mikalenko's just given it away to Bogle. Goes down the right, early cross. It's beyond Calvert-Lewin, and then the touch by Patterson takes it away from Aronson, and it's a Leeds throw-in over on their left-hand side. Really exciting start to this game. Ampadu comes over to look to launch this throw into the Everton penalty area. Ball's being dragged with the shirt. Loops it to the near post, headed away by Barry, drops for the volley, and it's wide. James Justin tried the volley but didn't quite catch it as he'd like. Just bobbled wide, not any real threat. Pickford is going to let Tarkowski take the goal kick, short to him. And that allows Pickford to touch it out of his feet before lumping up for Barry, who's rolled ball now, but then Strauch picks up the loose ball. Well, and Barry's now gone down hurt. And Beto immediately sent out to warm up here for Everton. This is a concern for Tierno Barry. Looks like it could be a muscle issue. Not entirely sure what's happened here. He rolls ball now, charges after the ball. And he seems to pull up after missing the interception on Strauch's pass. Could be a unsavoury landing, twisted knee. He's gone off with the Everton physios. David Moyes just having a word with Beto. We play on for now with Everton down to 10. There's a lovely flick by Calvert-Lewin for Stack through to Aronson. Now Bogle, crosses blocked by Tarkowski and behind for a Leeds corner. Lovely move that by Leeds. They're just moving it quicker when they do get into the final third and the Everton defence can keep up with it. There's been some lovely little touches and flicks. This time it's Anton Stack putting it around the corner. Bring Calvert-Lewin into the game. Aronson then out to Bogle. His low cross just charged down at the post by Tarkowski. Behind for this corner that Anton Stack will deliver an outswinger from the right. The penalty spot. O'Brien's touch not convincing, and then the shot is just over the bar by Gruev. Dropped to him on the edge of the box and he's just lifted it over. Oh, it's actually Harrison Armstrong who just sort of dangles a foot at that. Puts it into the path of Gruev. Get away with it though. And then Barry, who's back on the pitch, has done well to hold up this Everton goal kick and flick it into the path of McNeil. Now Mikalenko uses Njai on his outside. Comes inside, dinks across to the penalty spot, headed by Strauch clear. Calvert-Lewin holding off O'Brien inside the Leeds half. It's one back by Everton. Garner. Njai. Garner. Dink it into the box for the run of Armstrong. Still on the ball, Everton is coming together there. Leeds wanted a foul, they don't get it. Armstrong to Idrissa Gay. It's Passon on the right. Tarkowski to O'Brien. Garner. Works from right to left. Now with Mikalenko. Garner. Mikalenko again. Cross. It's hooked clear by Bornau. And as far as Idrissa Gay though. Patterson. by McNeil. Infield for Gay. Back to Tarkowski. Clips one over the top for Barry. Looked a smart idea, but Barry not able to get there before Darlow could come out and claim. Darlow out to ball now, and the keeper receives it back. Kick out to the left for Justin, who heads it on to Aronson, and he's flicked it nicely into the path of Stack there, out to Bogle. Set back to Rodon and Ampadu. Strack. Aronson has pulled up to the left again. Low cross. Headed clear by Tarkowski, who got his body right down to get that away. Aronson sets it back to Griff. First time cross. Calvert-Lewin's header takes it away from goal. Barry's touch for Gay. Referee says no foul as Everton lose possession once more. Ampadu out to the left. Aronson has held the width, but can't find a way past Patterson. Clear Barry trying to bring it down. Strauch looks to have gotten the better of him. Ball now. Rodon. The Belgian has it back. Over the Rodon. Gruev. Strauch. Borno. Darlow. Borno. Inside for Gruev. Borno to Strauch. Now off on the run is James Justin. Inside and then slips it down the line for Aronson. Cut back nicely to Bogle. Penalty spot. Teed up for Justin. His shot is blocked. And then hooks clear. Bornau gets it forward again. Leeds can keep the pressure on. With the ball around the corner for Bogle. Stack makes the underlapping run. And Jai looks to have won it back here. And then wins the free kick. I think he wanted to play on there and Jai, but referee had blown for the pullback by Bogle. Big moment there for Leeds, though. Aronson does really well to pick out Bogle unmarked at the edge of the box. He just miscues his touch into the path of James Justin, who then follows up and has a shot of his own. And Bogle actually does inadvertently block the shot of his teammate Justin there. There's a lot of Everton bodies to get it through, but he couldn't even get it past his own teammate first. Pickford's long kick, one in the air by Bornau for Ampadu. Now to his left for James Justin, bombing down the wing, away from McNeil, so it looked. McNeil is now coming and won it back. Gives it away with the pass though. Ampadu out to Bogle. To Rodon. Bornau no strike. Justin hooks it back to Borno. Strauch's long ball for Calvert-Lewin. He's flicked it nicely into a space for Bogle if he can get there. And Mikolenko's got his body in well. Mikolenko just sent that one out for an Everton throw, which he now takes up the line, and Jai will put Bornau under pressure. And then Barry cuts it out, but Njai's touch can't return it into the path of the Frenchman. Ampadu just hobbling as he gets back to his feet. He's coming together with him and somebody from the Everton throw in there. Darlow out to Bornau. clip for Calvert-Lewin, one in the air, the towering presence of O'Brien. Calvert-Lewin now comes wide and is tackled by James Garner at the expense of a Leeds throw-in, just in front of the home dugout. Rodon throws back to Bornau. Darlow, Bornau. Flipped up the line, Bogle lets it run to Calvert-Lewin and then gets it back into his path. Aronson, can he get there? No, but the referee has given a foul here. Bogle was taken out as he released that ball. It's Mikolenko, who the referee's just having a word with. And a free kick to Leeds. As we get to a quarter of the way through this one, 0-0 between Everton and Leeds, but not for a lack of attacking invention, but just no major chances really yet. Calvert-Lewin did find himself one-on-one with Jordan Pickford earlier, but recovering Everton defender able to do just enough to put him off. He can only poke it at the goalkeeper, his former teammate. Stack to take this Leeds free kick. From the ideal position to deliver, but he is going to try and clip it to the back post. But there's a foul in the box. Free kick goes Everton's way. Ampadu furious with the referee for the decision there. He has got an arm around James Tarkowski, though. Both end up on the deck. The ref saw it clearly enough. Mikolenko, Garner. Touch for Barry. A nice little knock around the corner from him to try and get away from Bornau now. Hasn't got much in the way of support, and he has just run out of play there, Barry. Good defensive work from Bornau there to recover and just put the big man off. Darlow to Bornau, who's pulled out to the right. He's quickly closed down, his clip up the line. He's kept in play by Everton. Garner. Just go forward for Njai. Play for Lee's throw and Rodon to take. Headed out for another Leeds throw. It's gained a couple of yards, Rodon, and launched up the line again. Calvert-Lewin this time is the man that gets his head on it, but can only put it out of play. Thought will now be an Everton throw-in. Mikolenko though sends it back to O'Brien. Pickford. Tarkowski. Paston on his right, who's then challenged by Justin. Tarkowski sent towards his own corner flag and eventually fouled by Brendan Harrison. Well, in fact, Leeds have got the free kick there. Was it a handball? Was there no foul by Aronson and then Tarkowski's handballed it? Oh no, there's no foul at all. It's gone for a Leeds throw-in, as it happens. Ampadu to the near post, flicked inside by Stroud, and then headed clear by Njai, but nailed the chase against Aronson, who holds his man off easily enough. Plays it out to Ampadu. Integra has held his width. Grove. Justin makes the run inside of him. Ampadu, back to Strauch. Closed down by Idrissa Gana Gay, takes no chances, goes all the way back to Darlow. And kick out to the right this time. Calvert-Lewin's flick on, intercepted by Mikolenko. bringing down the shoulder. There was a half-hearted appeal for a handball that's not going to be given away. Go Everton down the left with Iliman and Jai. Challenged by Stack there, who wants a throw in Leeds' way, but Everton gets it and take it quickly back to Mikolenko, then home to O'Brien. Tarkowski away from Calvert-Lewin and gives it back to Jordan Pickford, who's come out of his area and taken a risk here away from Calvert-Lewin. Does pick out Mikolenko with the pass. Iliman and Jai in the Leeds half. Just touches it back to James Garner. Armstrong. Fizz to Tarkowski. 1-2 with Patterson. Okay. With Tarkowski again. Patterson. Nice 1-2 there if Patterson can get on the end of the next ball. He's found Justin, says the linesman, who's right in front of it. Free kick goes to Leeds. Nil-nil between Everton and Leeds, approaching the half-hour mark. Not sure which of the two teams would be happier with a draw. Everton, it returns them to the top half at the end of the round. For Leeds, oh, here's a chance for Aronson. Drops to Justin in the back of the net. Well, never mind what happens with a 0-0 draw, because it's 1-0 Leeds. From out of nowhere, the ball goes down the right. It's played across the face of goal. Missed by Calvert-Lewin. Aronson can't quite turn it goalwards, but then who's arriving to make sure it ends up in the back of the net? It's James Justin at the back post. It really does just come out of nothing. There's a little battle for the ball on Leeds' right. It's helped on to Stack. It's Rodon wins in the air against Njai. The aerial challenge will be checked by VAR, I'm sure. Bogle helps it onto Stack. Low cross. A touch by Tarkowski takes it away from Dominic Calvert-Lewin, but also takes it away from Pickford and Patterson. Aronson really smartly just lets it run to James Justin rather than stopping the ball facing away from goal. He sees his teammate arriving and just sort of marshals it away from the Everton defence through to James Justin, who hammers it home. On the recovery, there's a defensive touch from James Tarkowski on the goal line, but it's not going to go down as an own goal. The ball is already past the goalkeeper and heading for the back of the net. VAR check quickly past, and Leeds do lead by 1-0 with Justin's first Premier League goal for Leeds United, just shy of the half-hour mark. Everton 0, Leeds 1. It's Mikolenko. Garner. Back to Tarkowski. Up to Patterson. Away from Aronson. Ampadu. Out by Gay and out for a Leeds throw. And Iliman Njai is still clearly in some discomfort after that aerial challenge from Joe Rodon. Welshman came across Njai and won the ball to start the Leeds goal. And now here goes Stack down the right again. This time a heavy touch into the path of O'Brien. And the Everton defender is able to clear into touch. Leeds throw it in front of the dugouts. Throw looking for Calvert-Lewin. O'Brien looked to see it out, but Calvert-Lewin's done well to keep it in for Aronson. Bogle's crossed the back post. Justin, Calvert-Lewin holding off his defender, but too much aggression in it, so the referee free kick to Everton. Pickford's kick. Only just past the halfway line, but Patterson helps it on. And it's going to come back Everton's way. It's quite open here for Aronson. He skipped away from Tarkowski. He's done really well on the run there, Aronson, and he's won a Leeds United corner. Really good run from Brandon Aronson. He didn't have much in front of him, and he's just turned on the pace. Looks like he's taken way too heavy a touch, and it's into the path of James Tarkowski, who lunges in. Aronson touches it away from Tarkowski. Might have been able to go down and earn a free kick right on the edge of the penalty area, but chose to keep plugging through and then forced a touch out of Patterson to earn the Leeds corner. In comes the corner from the left, in swing up to the near post. Calvert-Lewin's header just helps it onto the back post, where it's kept alive by Aronson. Forced away from goal by Idrissa Gana Gueye. Has to go back to Bogle. Darlow. Strauch. Back to Darlow. This kick brought down by Aronson. Really nice. Aronson's got plenty of space again. Bogle on his right. He uses him. Bogle's though cross. Calvert-Lewin's hit the post. Drops to Ampadu on the volley just wide of the mark. Dominic Calvert-Lewin fires it against the post against his former side. Another great Leeds United move. It's too easy for Aronson. Idrissa Gana Gueye misses his header, and Aronson's able to bring down the goal kick 30 yards from the Everton goal and turn uncontested, drive towards goal, cut it to Bogle. His low cross does take a defensive touch off Mykolenko, which I think just takes it away from where Calvert-Lewin expects it. He's able to get the touch at the near post, but just can't direct it inside of the post. Straight at it. And out to Ampadu, then volleys wide. Leeds close to doubling their lead inside 5 minutes of the first goal there. Still only 1-0 up here at Everton. 10 minutes left to go in this first half. Darlow's kick out to the right. Just creating overloads, this 3-5-2 of Leeds United. Aronson's on a pretty free roll. The wing backs are really getting involved when they attack. Ball now for Leeds. Back to Darlow. Long kick. Calvert-Lewin brings it down really well, but then just loses out as he turns. Here's Njai. Pickford. Ampadu. Sliding in is Armstrong, and he's made a good tackle there, in fact. Tarkowski. Brings it up to the halfway line, uses Patterson on his right. Back in field for Idrissa Gana Gueye. Pressed by Aronson there, gives it to O'Brien. Mykolenko. Njai. Likes to have a run at Bogle. Couple of step overs, low cross on his left foot is blocked by Bogle, who stayed with him all the way. Now Stack, dispossessed by James Garner. Back to Armstrong. Gueye. Back to Patterson. Low cross. Hooked clear by Strauch. Looking for Calvert-Lewin, who's fouled by O'Brien. Free kick to Leeds United. Really is enjoying his football at the moment, Dominic Calvert-Lewin. You didn't see this version of him in his last couple of years with Everton. Otherwise you suspect he would have been offered that new contract. He is absolutely flourishing as a Leeds United player. Be in the conversation for signing of the season. The newly promoted team, also Sunderland's Granit Xhaka. Right up there in that chat. Chance that both of those promoted teams break the curse and stay up. Both well outside of the relegation zone at the moment. Still work to do here though for Leeds, as Justin was down the left inside for Aronson, cuts in, low shot is saved easily at the near post by Jordan Pickford. Just scuffed it a little bit there, Brendan Aronson. Pickford's launched out early to Armstrong on the left. He's come a bit deeper to get on the ball here. Slows it down and then switches gears to get past Stack. It's gone down Armstrong, and the ref says free kick. Leeds players can't believe it. Did look a little bit soft to me. I think Armstrong just ran out of steam, but does get the free kick. Yeah, I don't think there's anything in that. There's a fair challenge and then Armstrong slips. Can Everton punish here? James Garner take the free kick from the left. Troy McNeil's come over to offer a left-footed option, but I think they will fancy the in-swinger of James Garner here. Garner's delivery to the near post, trying to catch them out, and Darlow wasn't there, but Bogle... Sorry, it's Justin there, in fact, that's come over and hooked clear for an Everton corner. James Garner will take this one as well, I'm sure. Stays in his position from the free kick and goes out to the left corner. Garner's delivery, punch clear by Darlow, drops for Mikolenko, who volleys it back in. Strout clears as Mikolenko's volley is into the ground and away. Mikolenko sets it to Garner, delivers into the box, too much on it. Darlow can claim at the back post. Darlow kicks out of his hands. Calvert-Lewin is the target. He's wrestled the ground by O'Brien. It bounces for Bogle. And it's hooked clear by Garner. Bogle brings it down against Mikolenko, and then they win a throw-in out of the Ukrainian. 5 minutes left for the half. Everton 0, Leeds 1. Right at the advertising board to get the longest run up he can for this throw in. Delivers almost to the penalty spot. Couple of heads and then it's cleared by O'Brien. Aronson lets that run. Garner's sliding tackle. Idrissa Gana Gay. Up to Barry on the left. Skip past Bogle, but then the referee's pulled something back. Pulled it back for an Everton free kick. I'm sure they would have preferred the advantage there, because Barry had skipped away from Bogle. First time he's been involved for a while, actually. Yeah, Barry. Tarkowski to Gay. Last few minutes of the half. And two with Njai. Gay to Mikolenko. Garner. O'Brien. Garner. And Jai. Garner. Armstrong. Around the corner for Mikolenko, but doesn't put enough on it. It's intercepted. Stack to Strouk. Justin. And feel for all Gruev to let run for Darlow. Bit of a mix up there, and Darlow's just had to put it into touch. Almost let Everton in there unnecessarily. Not sure Gruev realised there was a man on his back quite so intensely there. And just try to let it run for Darlow. Real moment of panic. Get away with it for now. And they've got away with it completely, because from the throw in, Everton then try to switch it out to the left, and it runs beyond Mikolenko and out for a Leeds United throw-in. Coventry have the lead at Carrow Road for anybody interested in tonight's championship action. Some head tennis here that ends up out by Garner for a Leeds throw-in. Rodon launches a throw up the line. Bogle. Away from Mikolenko. 1-2 with Aronson. Bogle's low cross, blocked by O'Brien, and hooked clear by Idrissa Gay. Barry battling with Bornell there. Comes away to Justin. Bornell. Darlow. Rodon's long kick. Out by the head of O'Brien. Back to Pickford. Armstrong. Mikolenko. And Jai. Mikolenko away from Stack. Trying to play out to the right. Another one by James Justin. It's Idrissa Gay. Clipped for the run of Dwight McNeil, but Strout gets there first and touches it back to Darlow. Darlow fizzes one to the left, and in the air by Patterson on the halfway line. Strout to ball now. Rodon. Rodon's giving it away here. Armstrong. Garner, low shot. Oh, just wide of the mark into the side netting. They had a 2v1 there, Everton, but James Garner has tried to catch Carl Darlow out with an early shot on his left foot. It's the mistake by Rodon. He passes it to Armstrong. And Jai into the feet of Garner, who's got McNeil to square it to. And just tries to fire it in at the near post. You can see what he's thinking. Just trying to sneak it past Darlow, who might be wanting to cover the cutback instead. And he just drills it into the side netting there, James Garner. Best chance of the half for Everton, and we're into 2 minutes of stoppage time now. Armstrong forward for Barry. Mikolenko. And Jai. Out by Bogle. Stack. Oh, one high up by Patterson there. The tackle runs for Barry. Can't work it back inside for the Scotsman. Big crunching tackle by Gay on Aronson. Fair though, says the referee. McNeil challenged by Ampadu. Big tackles flying in left and right at the moment. The ball's out of play for an Everton throw-in. Last minute of the half. Tarkovsky. O'Brien out to Mikolenko on the left. Thought about an early cross, instead uses the overlapping run of Armstrong. Back to Garner. Mikalenko. Armstrong trying to dribble his way through, and it's Dominic Calvert-Lewin back to do the defensive work, but he's lost the ball to Iliman Ndiaye. Loses his footing a little bit, but he's able to work it to his countryman Gay. Final seconds for Everton to find a breakthrough in this half. Tarkowski. Tarkowski delivers to Mikalenko at the back post. Hooked clear by Rodon, and out it goes for an Everton throw-in. Mikalenko takes it back to Armstrong. Final seconds of the half now, surely. Gay. Tarkowski. McNeil's not going to have time to put the cross in as the referee ends the half here. Everton 0, Leeds 1 the score at the break. James Justin's first Premier League goal for Leeds, breaking the deadlock. And then moments later, Dominic Calvert-Lewin unfortunately hit the post to make it 2-0. But Leeds still do lead by a goal to nil here at the Hill Dickinson Stadium at the half-time whistle. Do join us for the second half shortly here on Flash Score. Of the Premier League here on Flash Score. The second half of Everton versus Leeds just got underway, and a huge double substitution for Everton. Two key players returning from long-term injuries for Everton. Jared Branthwaite and Kiernan Dewsbury-Hall have both come on at the break in place of Harrison Armstrong and Dwight McNeil, as Everton look to found their way back into this game from 1-0 down to Leeds at the break. Looks like with the introduction of Jared Branthwaite that James O'Brien has moved over to has moved over to right back, where he has played most of his football this season. Ethan Patterson has moved up to the right wing. It's Tarkowski back to Pickford for Everton. Launched it forward first time. One in the air by Strauch, brought down by Gay. Dewsbury Hall. And help it on to Barry. Ball now. Intercepts and sends it back to Darlow. It's a long kick, one in the air by Branthwaite. Throw, Rodon, Ampadu. Launch forward looking for Calvert-Lewin. Harrison charging it down as it bounces. O'Brien knobs it back to Pickford. Pickford's kick out of his hands. Rodon's header. Down by Stack, and by Garner, now Mikalenko. Branthwaite into the feet of Ndiaye. Garner. Ndiaye up the line. Sets it back to Garner. Floats across, headed away by Bourne now. Goes down against Bogle, no fouls as a referee. Up the line for Calvert-Lewin, one-on-one with Tarkowski here. He's done well to hold on to the ball, Calvert-Lewin, even though he has gone away from goal. But Gruev, at full stretch, he can't get it away from Patterson, but then Strauch intercepts. Aronson. Oh, he had Justin and Akers, but couldn't quite work the pass under pressure from Dewsbury Hall. Keeps the ball though, works it right to Bogle. Cross is blocked and then loops into the arms of Jordan Pickford. Pickford launches it out to Garner. brings it to the halfway line, leaves it with Mikolenko. Infield for Ghana Gay. 1-2 with Iliman and Jai. Tarkovsky. Dewsbury Hall. Fizz back to Branthwaite. Even with the loss of Grealish, what a huge day this is for Everton to have Branthwaite and Dewsbury Hall back on the pitch. Will it count for anything come full time, because they trail at the moment? Ghana. Gay to O'Brien. Patterson. Dewsbury Hall losing out to Aronson. O'Brien wins it back and keeps it in play, and then skips past Gurev. Lovely stuff from O'Brien, and then sliding in is Justin. He's done well there with the tackle. Free. Everton throw it. Taking quickly back to Patterson. Tarkovsky. O'Brien. Branthwaite picks out Patterson, set back to O'Brien. Ghana, Tarkovsky. Clipped, looking for Barry, headed away by Strauch. Justin up to Calvert-Lewin. Gruev. Strauch inside for Ampadu, now Gruev. Justin. Gruev. Nice combination of passes, but then Gruev is frustrated that he doesn't get the final ball up the line, trying to get themselves out of pressure. And now they do lose out in their own half leads with Dewsbury Hall. And Jai, nice turn. Slipped it through for Barry. He's just showing too much of it to Ball now. No foul, says the referee, as Barry goes to ground. He can't believe it, the Everton striker. I don't think it was a foul. Dewsbury Hall slides in and wins it back for Everton. And then Bogle just pops it around the corner and out of play for Everton throw-in. Got to be stronger there, the Everton striker, I think. They're still furious that Barry didn't get the free kick right on the edge of the penalty area there. And he just shows too much of the ball to the Belgian defender. Just a drop ball for Caldalo. Not sure what the reason was there. Caldalo picks it up from the referee's drop and then kicks it long, looking for Calvert-Lewin on the air by O'Brien. Out for a Leeds throw-in. Justin's throw, Calvert-Lewin heads it down for Stack. Tried to run past Tarkovsky, cut out by Gay. And then his pass intercepted high up by Strauch. And Barry adjudged to have fouled the Leeds defender. Might feel a little hard done by there, Tiano Barry. Going across his man similarly to Bornau did to him earlier and got away with it. Now Anton Stack stands over this free kick for Leeds. Both arms go up and he delivers to the far post. Bornau jumps for it. Proton might keep it alive. Mikolenko has tried to play it off the Welshman, and then he's caught in his own corner. Eventually able to hook clear Mikolenko. Only as far as Bogle. Gets caught under his feet a little bit, but nobody there to pounce in Everton colours. Bogle able to launch it forward, looking for Justin. Cut out by Branthwaite, and then a sliding tackle by Stack. Looked like he went through Mikolenko a bit there. Referee coming over with the yellow card in hand for Anton Stack. First booking of the game. for the returning Leeds midfielder. Yeah, he's lucky Mykolenko jumps, really. Doesn't get the worst of it. Nowhere near the ball there, Stack. Free kick launched forward, Barry flicks it on and Jai then can't get the next ball. Rodon clears as far as Branthwaite, but then it's won back quickly by Leeds. It sends Calvert-Lewin away on the run down the left. He's got an underlap from Justin, asked a lot of him with the pass though. Branthwaite's touch just takes it out for a Everton throw-in. Sorry, for a Leeds throw-in. Ampadu again is going to look to launch this one into the box. A little bit of banter with one of the Everton fans behind him there as he backs right to the advertising hoarding. And then as he launches it into the box, Everton try to counter and Jai is hauled to the ground. And the yellow card is out again. I think it was Brennan Aronson with the foul there. No, beg your pardon, it's Ilya Gruev who just puts the chokehold on Iliman and Jai. Makes it absolutely certain that Everton's attacking star not able to get on the break there. Here they go from the free kick though. Garner up the left, Mykolenko gives it away looking for Dewsbury Hall. Rodon hooks clear to the halfway line. Branthwaite wins in the air down to Tarkowski. Tarkowski with a pinged ball out to the right, asked a lot of Patterson, and he can't quite keep it in play. Or rather, he had done, but the flag was up for offside. Free kick. Comes back, leads his way quickly with Barry, who's come across Strauch there, and he's saying, well, isn't that one a booking? In fact, it wasn't even given as a foul. Everton remain in possession. Tarkowski. Mykolenko. Gay, Tarkowski. Gay again. Oh, nicely worked around the corner for Barry on the edge of the D. He's touched it back to Dewsbury Hall. Can't sort his footing out before Stack can nick it off him. Branthwaite. Garner. Dewsbury Hall. Gay lets it run for Tarkowski. Skip past Aronson there and then puts it on the outside for O'Brien. Aronson still pressing. O'Brien forced back to Branthwaite. Gay. Dewsbury Hall tried to put it around the corner first time for Garner, doesn't come off, and now Leeds can counter with Aronson in the centre circle. Back to Justin, nice touch away from Njai. Patterson closing him too, and Gay has nicked it off his feet, and now this opens up for Everton. Gay has got Njai on his right, uses it, Milliman Njai, great block by Bornau, absolutely crucial piece of defending. Aronson turns into O'Brien, still going with the ball somehow is the American, and eventually wins a foul out of O'Brien. Huge chance that for Milliman Njai. It's really good work initially by his Senegalese compatriot Idrissa Gueye. Takes it off the toes. Who just did a bit too much with the ball coming inside there. He has an option right and left. Barry's on the left. He uses Njai instead on his right. Njai comes inside on the left foot, tries to curl finish across the keeper. Looks bound for the bottom left corner, but for a block by Sebastian Bornau, who reacts so quickly. Coming up to the hour mark, still Everton 0, Leeds 1. Big moment that for Everton. Patterson. Foul by Justin. No, cleanly out for a... Oh, it was a foul. Yeah. O'Brien went to take the throw and the referee says no, it was a foul, put it down and take the free kick. And he puts it short to Gay. Taking over the hour mark with Branthwaite on the ball, bringing it into the Leeds half. Risky pass from Njai, but he gets away with it. It's Gay pops it off to Dewsbury Hall. Gay, Dewsbury Hall. Dewsbury Hall's giving it away again. Aronson. Mine's in trouble with Patterson. Njai. Loses out to strikers away on the run. Calvert-Lewin's gone to ground under challenge from Tarkowski. Referee not interested. Everton lose it again with Stacker with a low shot, saved by Pickford down to his left. And gets it out so quickly for Dewsbury Hall, who's asked a lot of Mikalenko here. And Rodon gets there first, slides it out for an Everton throw-in. First quarter an hour of football for a couple of months plus for Kieran Dewsbury Hall. Candace Telly's shaking off the cobwebs a little bit. A couple of loose actions that we're not used to seeing from the Everton man. It's been a real revelation since arriving from Chelsea this summer, last summer. Ghana to Njai. Dewsbury Hall. Njai. Out to O'Brien. Patterson holding the width and receives it. In field for Njai. Back to Patterson. Clipped over the top for Barry. Headed down looking for Idrissa Gueye on the edge of the D. It's hooked clear by Ampadu. O'Brien, Tarkowski, everybody in the Leeds half now. Garner, Patterson, back into the path of Garner. Barry lets it run for him. And now it's through to Barry by Garner. Barry! Oh, what a save, Darlow! What a save. Mikalenko keeps it in play on the left for Everton. Sets it back to Gueye. He's thinking about the shot from range. And this one's easier for Darlow to hold on to. Really clever, inventive effort from Tierno Barry. I think he's just offside as the ball comes from James Garner, so it wouldn't have counted. Darlow's not to know that. Barry from the right comes across the ball, and it's a outside of the boot shot with some power across goal, and Darlow's dived away to his right, and tipped it away from goal with his right hand. It's a really strong save. Everton will put the pressure on again. Branthwaite through for Idrissa Gana Gueye to chase into the left corner. Not his natural position, he's dispossessed by Ampadu. Now Leeds will look to counter. Set forward for Calvert-Lewin. He's beaten Tarkowski in the air here. Calvert-Lewin in a foot race with Jordan Pickford to the ball, and the Everton goalkeeper gets there first. Everton were playing a really high line there, and Calvert-Lewin just cleverly snuck in front of Tarkowski to knock it through for himself. But Jordan Pickford was quick off his line to react and got it away. O'Brien, Patterson. Patterson off Justin and out for an Everton throw-in. Dewsbury Hall takes quickly to O'Brien. Garner. Dewsbury Hall. Gay into the feet of Dewsbury Hall. Has he been fouled there? Referee says no. Another chance for another Leeds counter. Calvert-Lewin. Stack. Looked like he was coming inside and then burst past Branthwaite on the outside. Now he's worked it infield for Calvert-Lewin. Really good stuff from Anton Stack. Calvert-Lewin opts to keep possession with a pass back to Bogle. Bornau. Back to Darlow. Long ball looking for Bogle. Branthwaite's underneath it. Mikolenko hooks clear. Brought down by Gruev. Dewsbury Hall just able to nick in there. Force Gruev to put it out of play. Last action for Ilya Gruev as Leeds make their first change of the evening. Replacing him is Tanaka. Standout player for Leeds last season, hasn't quite found his footing in the same way in his debut Premier League campaign. On into the midfield comes the Japanese midfielder. Garner. Just shoring things up defensively a little bit, I think, Leeds with that change, especially with Grove on the yellow card. Garner, Branthwaite. The feet of Dewsbury Hall. Gay. Idrissa Gueye. Tarkowski. O'Brien. So back to Tarkowski, now Branthwaite. Two with Dewsbury Hall. Dewsbury Hall again. Tarkowski. Branthwaite. Mikolenko. Up the line for Dewsbury Hall. Tanaka just trying to see it out for the Leeds goal kick. Dewsbury Hall has gone over the Leeds man. kick from Darlow, then put out a play for a Leeds throw on the far side. Quarter of this one left. Leeds looking to see out a 1-0 victory over Everton. Be back-to-back 1-0 wins for them in the Premier League. And 2 1-0 wins for them over Everton this season as well. Quite the double. But certainly not over yet. Throw in, intercepted by Branthwaite. Nice clever touch to get that clear. Bogle intercepts Ampadu. Tanaka. Long for Calvert-Lewin as he flicked that into the path of Aronson. Not quite. Patterson back to Pickford. Puts the ball with a touch. Leeds throw in. Pickford barking at his teammates again. If he expected a better option there. Throw up the line looking for Calvert-Lewin. And Tarkowski can marshal that out for Everton goal kick. Pickford won't take until after Everton have made their third change of the evening. And it's a change on the wing. Nathan Patterson, who of course not exactly a natural winger, is off. And he's replaced by £40 million or so winger Tyler Dibbling, who hasn't quite set the world alight so far since arriving at Everton this season. Really exciting young player for Southampton last year, despite their relegation. Pickford into the feet of Dewsbury Hall. Minutes have been at a premium for Tyler Dibbling this season. Mikalenko. Garner to O'Brien. First touch for Dibbling here. Back to O'Brien. Tarkowski. Branthwaite. Mikalenko. To the top for Barry. Bogle intercepts but then runs out of play. Everton throw in. Throw in flicked on by Branthwaite. Headed away by Calvert-Lewin. Comes back out to Branthwaite. Nods it down for Njai. Mikalenko. Njai again. Garner. Fizzed out to Gay. Throw-in. The line for Dibbling. Away from Aronson. Tanaka makes the tackle and Aronson comes away with the ball now. And for the nutmeg on Garner doesn't come off, and then Justin just puts it into touch. Everton throw-in. Throws to O'Brien. Dewsbury Hall. Njai. Sets it back to Mikalenko across the penalty spot. Tanaka's header away. Collected by O'Brien. Dewsbury Hall. O'Brien. All the way back to Pickford. Dibbling. Branthwaite and Jai. And Jai coming inside, shot is blocked and will bounce behind for an Everton corner. Piling on the pressure of the Toffees. Dewsbury Hall's in swinging corner, goes away at the near post. Comes out to Mikolenko. Dewsbury Hall. Dewsbury Hall's cross blocked. Tanaka tried to play it out to Aronson. Complete miscue. Bounces out into the Everton dugout for a throw-in, taken quickly. Dewsbury Hall, Garner. Branthwaite back to Tarkovsky. Quarter of an hour left. Everton running out of times. Oh, and here's a low cross for Barry! 1-1! Brilliant goal from Everton. I was just about to say, they're running out of time and they look out of ideas to break this Leeds side down. But Garner Gade gets down the right. Fires a low cross in. Well, I said not long ago that he looked uncomfortable when he got into the wide area, but this time he makes the overlapping run on Dewsbury Hall down the right. Leeds try to play the offside trap, but I think there's a dangling leg that does play Gay onside here. Not sure if he means the low cross or if it's a bit of a scuff, but it does fall to the near post. Tierno Barry reacts before Sebastian Bornau and just gets a foot across and lifts it really smartly into the roof of the net over the head of Caldalo. And finds the equaliser on 75 minutes. Well, he really hadn't looked like much of a factor in this game, Tierno Barry. But he reacts when it matters, and it's 1-1. Tarkovsky, Dewsbury Hall, O'Brien. Oh, it's fallen through to Barry. Skips away from Justin, but it has sent him wide. Hangs it to the back post for Njai. He can't get his touch right. Dibbling, tees up, Gay's hit the bar. Right on the angle, Idrissa Gay. What an effort. What a game this has been. Garner keeps it alive for Everton. And Jai. Oh, he's given that one away. Ampadu. Away from Njai. And then there's a foul. Leeds free kick. Release of pressure. Dibbling tees up. Gay just seeing it again now. Gay coming across it from the left, curls a shot on his right foot. And it's right on the angle of the top left corner, just cannons off. One bitterly disappointing woodwork apiece now. Calvert-Lewin hit the post in the first half, just after the Leeds opener. Garner. Branthwaite, long ball, looking for Barry. Headed clear. And Jai sees it out for the Everton throw-in. His body in there. Branthwaite. Dewsbury Hall. Back to Dibbling on the right. O'Brien is making an underlapping run. Dibbling skips away from Aronson. Sets it back to Dewsbury Hall. Tarkowski. Branthwaite. Mentality hasn't changed for Everton. They've still got everybody in the Leeds half. Gay. Trying to find a winner now with Dibbling out on the right. Away from Justin. Slows it down though. Dibbling and turns away from Justin again, trying to get to the byline. Justin makes the tackle. Aronson clears. Calvert-Lewin the only man up there, and it's just beyond his toes. So Everton collect the ball again with Branthwaite. Gay. Out to Dibbling. Dibbling can't find a way through. Justin and Aronson doubling up on him every time. Cleared to Calvert-Lewin, who's fouled. James Tarkowski have some free kick in a decent position. They take it quickly, short though to Dibbling. And he's just run it into Aronson and then fouled him. Darlow's free kick. Straight through to his counterpart Pickford. Gay. Dewsbury Hall. And Jai. Looked a nice touch, but Rodon got something on it. And now it's Leeds' ball. Aronson. Challenged by O'Brien. Dewsbury Hall takes it into the Leeds half, gives it to Dibbling. Gay is giving it away to Snaka. And Garner skips in and steals the ball. Dewsbury Hall. Branthwaite. And Jai. Runs out of play, Rodon. Didn't get the final touch, so it will be a Leeds throw-in. Stack forward for Calvert-Lewin. Aronson to chase as Pickford. Tarkowski has held off the American, and then Pickford kicks long looking for Barry. Strauch heads it back forward. Brought down by O'Brien. At Dewsbury Hall. Bringing it forward on the right. Dibbling. Away from Aronson and back to O'Brien. Dibbling to Garner. Now O'Brien. Gay. Crosses against Justin and out for an Everton throw-in. O'Brien. What a long throw that is. Tarkowski underneath it. Branthwaite His pass a bit loose. Tanaka charges it down. Out he goes for an Everton throw-in, but all the way back to the halfway line. Changes coming up for Leeds. 3 of them, in fact. And they include Leeds' debut for Facundo Buonanotte. His time with Chelsea cut short and sent to Leeds by Brighton. Sean Longstaff is on 2. And Noah Okafor. So this trio get the final 5 or so minutes plus stoppage time, and they replace Anton Stack, Brennan Aronson, and Sebastian Bornau. Justin against Dibbling. Dibbling's come away with it, and he's turned nicely to find Barry. Barry tried to flick it back into the path of Dibbling, but he didn't continue his run. But he does then charge down Strauch to prevent the clearance. Leeds throwing. Branthwaite. Ampadu. Sliding in is Mikolenko. Branthwaite, Dewsbury Hall. Branthwaite's forced back by the Leeds press. Longstaff following all the way through to Pickford, who kicks long. Strout collects it. Rodin. Stroke to Tanaka. Back to Darlow. Kicks long for Calvert-Lewin. One in the air by O'Brien. Okafor. Justin. Tanaka. Was thinking about the switch out to Bogle, but goes back to his keeper Darlow instead. Ampadu comes deep for the ball. Dewsbury Hall, Tutu and Jai, Gay and Jai. Rodon sliding in with a crucial interception, and not only an interception, but it's found Okafor, who's off on the run now. Calvert-Lewin going through the middle for him. He's got Longstaff on the outside and uses him. Longstaff shoots first time over and wide. That's a really poor decision from Longstaff. That's wasted an opportunity for Leeds. Okafor's done really well. He's dragged players with him on the left. Used Longstaff, who's got space on the right. There's no need for him to hit that first time. Take a touch towards goal there. Couple of minutes left on the clock. Still 1-1. Long ball from Everton. And Jai chasing it down. Rodon knocks it back to Darlow. The Welshman gets it back. Fizz pass intercepted by Idrissa Gueye. Mikolenko. And Jai. Garner. Oh, he finds some speed. Dewsbury Hall, Dibbling, low cross, cut back is blocked. And away to Okafor. Oh, he's just run straight into O'Brien though, still on for Everton. O'Brien's cross, looking for Barry at the back post, and Darlow's claimed. Everton players look furious with O'Brien for crossing there. I do just think He looks so much more comfortable, Jacob Bryan, as the centre-back rather than the right-back. They really are sport for choice at centre-back now, with Branthwaite back and Michael Keane soon to return from his suspension to Everton. And for the last couple of minutes, Everton make a change up front. Tiano Barry is off, and Beto the replacement. Longstaff's foul, yellow card for the substitute. I think it's gone to Buonanotte. It looks like his Strauch. Justin, the line for Okafor. Tarkovsky intercepts. Up the line for O'Brien. Done well to bring that one down, but then Tanaka gets in there. Calvert-Lewin, Buonanotte, Tanaka. Oh, he's put too much on that for Calvert-Lewin. Pickford can easily get there. Passing not quite coming off for Tanaka tonight. 4 minutes of stoppage time have been indicated. We're at the end of the 90. Still feel like there could be a winner in this game either way. Neither team giving it up. Leeds have gone to a 4 at the back. And that's poor miscommunication between Gay and Mikalenko, and it's gone straight out of play for a Leeds throw in at a crucial time. Bogle's throw up the line. Headed by Mikalenko. Ampadu. Fouled. Darlow's going to come and take this one for Leeds, just inside his own half. Out to the left, Justin's flick on for Okafor, into the box, away from O'Brien, and then Dewsbury Hall slides in at the expense of a Leeds corner.